when I see an opportunity, I'll strike a conversation up with the tour guide.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that whenever. He's just kind of anxiously looking around, hoping that nothing kills him while he's not looking, waiting for you guys to try and find something.
When I looked over your speeder looking for tracking devices, I couldn't help but notice the fancy hardware you had on that thing. I'm a little bit of an amateur mechanic myself, and I was quite impressed.
Thanks, I'm not really associated with that. I just, I guard this stuff. Know a little bit about what's in each room, but they don't tell me the details. I don't ask. It's safer that way, too.
You don't.
Zeri, are you still there? Because you're cutting in and out, or am I cutting in and out?
I didn't hear
Cut it
what
out
you
for
said.
me too.
And then it's probably me. I have lousy internet as well. I didn't hear anything you said after I spoke.
He was just saying that he doesn't really know. The last thing that he said was that he doesn't really know that much about the mechanics. He just guards the stuff.
Oh, of course. Well, that makes sense. What, do you know what makes it special? I only ask out of curiosity.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of talk about the engines. Something about, I don't know, increased efficiency, increased power. I don't know. It's all nonsense to me. Anyway, hey, you. Sorry, I didn't get your name. What, you with the scanner, find anything?
Oh yes, sorry about that, but my name is Inigo.
So, did you find anything, Inigo?
Currently, again, that chemical trail is still floating around. I'm not sure if it's from him or not, but it is definitely different from here, or different from the regular things around here.
Right. So you've got a trail, right? So now let's follow it. You take the lead then. I'll get you where you need to go.
All right then, we go north.
We go north.
Northbound we go.
Northbound who?
And hopefully Paquez doesn't get stuck to my boot again.
Well, the only thing up here is the other turbo lift. Otherwise, I'd lead right back to the speeder room.
Very interesting. And which way is the chemtrail going?
It's continuing to go here. Looks like it is going towards the turbo lift.
It looks like he's going towards the turbo lift. Let's follow that.
We've been on lockdown the whole time. Turns out you haven't seen anybody come through here, have you? Turbo lift hasn't gone. No, sir, nothing. We've been keeping our eye out. We haven't seen anything. You're sure? You're sure it goes this way?
Yes, the chemical trail goes this way.
That's weird. Okay.
Yes, but then we are hunting a very weird assassin, so I figured something strange would come up.
Alright, well, I guess we're going in the elevator to the subfloor 1. Alright. Everybody hop in. Opens the elevator. Scanning his ID card. And now
It
you'll
is.
be stuck here forever.
It's a little creepy that Mikasa's just following us.
Hey man, he used a destiny point on a stealth check, okay? He is invisible.
But technically speaking, he is an assassin, and we know he's just following us.
And he is invisible and can phase through everything you have said is accurate. Except that you're trying to catch him because you're not trying to catch him.
And we're half-heartedly trying to catch him.
The only one who even really is aware that of me is the one with the scanner.
Yep.
So what kind of action is it to maintain your stealth? A move action?
Standard.
Oh, that's why you can't look back in time at the same time.
Yep.
Oops, I put Shiloh into the wall. Oh, he's dead.
There wouldn't even be that there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Roll a d100 to see which part of your body is stuck in the wall and which part is not.
You know, if he was aerial, he could actually use his force power and be stealthed.
This is true.
Alrighty. So, you come out onto the next floor, down, and it has a nice navy blue color.
Chemtrail still here?
Since we changed locations, roll perception. And he picked the trail up again. Yes, it goes north.
From here, my gentleman guide, we go north.
Alright. Oh, great. Going to my least favorite room in the whole building.
Why is that?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see in a second.
I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's just not my kind of thing.
It's the secret room where the Sith do the ritual human sacrifices.
No,
Thanks for that image, Karath.
that's not here.
Oh, sorry, that's one more level below us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's 3 floors, man. What are you doing? Yeah, that's not this floor.
In a room that says restricted. Close enough.
Oh no! Poor animals. What does this have to do with speeder research?
So, yeah. You see some small mammalian creatures in cages. Yeah, they're doing biological research down here. Mostly medical, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like this room.
I thought you designed speeders.
What? Zerka does a bunch of stuff. That's the first floor. First floor is mechanical. Second floor is subfloor is biomedical.
What? No slaves in here?
Fixed review boards that oversee this research.
Yeah, we're all up to... I mean, I don't deal with that. You want to ask a scientist? We're trying to catch an assassin here. Told you.
You're right, sorry.
And where is the chemtrail leading us now?
It is going south.
Alright, I will act like I kind of lost the signal but then picked it up again.
No.
It looks like the signal is going south.
Okay. Well, let's go south then. As you walk past all the cages, there's a lot of snarling and things going up against bars, trying to get at you.
So what do the creatures look like?
There are some that look kind of rat-like. If anyone has been to Tatooine or the like, you would recognize them as swamp rats.
Oh.
There's other smaller feline-looking creatures. And if you have played Star Wars Galaxies, you would know them as Kimas. Because I just decided to take those because I knew that I could search for them and find pictures.
What about that other blue one?
I don't know, you're all the way in the south. Can you see it from there? I don't think so.
I could see it when we walked in the door.
Did you roll perception checks? Nope. All right, we're moving on.
No, I'm rolling perception.
Okay.
He wants to know all the animals now.
I know why he wants to do.
Are you angling for a pet, Kyla?
I just want to know all the poor creatures that are being chained up and laughed at by robots.
Yeah, that's mean.
I have my reasons.
Wait, zooming in, is it actually though?
Maybe.
No, my poor pet is being experimented on.
Yeah, so as you walk in the room, Shiloh, the animal a couple of cages to the north catches your eye. Has scales that kind of sparkle like diamonds. But looking at it closely, see it looks kind of foaming at the mouth and is attacking the cage when you approach it.
It's funny because I didn't even know when I was asking what it was. I had no idea what it was because I was so far zoomed out. I just saw it didn't have the same avatar pictures as all the other ones.
I think it's funny that you noticed.
Hey, I'm part of Fatia. We don't like animals being tortured.
Okay, now you know.
And no,
You're going
you
to
just
do
have
anything?
It looks like it is in great distress over there.
Okay, we're moving you back up there because you're getting distracted. The scientist in the room will come back to you. Yeah, we've had real problems with that. We've been trying to treat it. We don't know what's going on.
What do you mean treat it? What's wrong with it? What are you doing to it?
No, it's nothing we did. It's just something, I don't know, I think it's just gone mad.
Well, why is it here?
Well, its scales have unique properties. We're trying to, it's really here to have DNA samples so we can work with it to try and understand how it works. We don't perform any direct tests on it.
Well, don't you have DNA samples already? You should let it go. It looks like it's in pain.
Yeah, well, now no one wants to get near it. It's become very aggressive. And it's a very rare specimen. I've never seen anything else like it before. If our samples became contaminated, we wouldn't have anything else to have to get it from. And
Oops, I reach out to it with the force.
gonna start wandering over there because I can see that he's not coming with us.
The guard will turn around. What are you doing? Don't have time for this.
Going ahead, I'll check on him. Make sure he follows.
I can't leave you unsupervised down here.
Not
Supervisor's orders.
unsupervised, there's a scientist up there.
Is he armed? No, he's not. What exactly are you trying to do, Shaihalu?
Trying to see why it's upset and if I can like use the empathy force things powers to like calm it down or something. You know, like
Yeah.
Anakin does with the Reek, you know?
Sure, you reach out to its mind, and it's just ferociously snarling at you back at its head, and it seems to get more angry.
Okay, can I try to see if it has any medical problems?
Sure. It'll be a
So that'd be treat injury.
yes, or knowledge, life sciences.
Yeah, I'm gonna do treat injury. Since
No
that's
way.
worse.
Stunning. Never would have guessed that. Yeah, it definitely has some sort of illness that seems to be affecting its mind.
Can I attempt to treat the illness?
Sure. Does that require physical touching, or
Depends on how the illness needs to be treated. Do I need to like use like treat disease or whatever it's called, or can I just use vital transfer?
vital transfer only restores hit points, so yeah, that's not gonna work. You know, it's not just injured. There's something going on other than that you need to remedy.
I should get an advanced vital transfer, but I only have improved vital transfer.
Shaihalu, what are you doing?
This creature is diseased. It is in a lot of agony and needs assistance.
And you can assist it?
If I could treat it, I think I could. Do you think you would be able to restrain it?
I asked the scientist guy.
Well, last time someone tried to restrain it, almost lost a hand.
I could restrain it.
I motion like go ahead to Scarlet.
I reach in and try and grab it.
All right, give me an initiative check.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it tries to snap at you, but you manage to pin it down. Well, you manage to get your hands on it. Give me a strength check to see if you successfully hold it steady.
What about a grapple check?
Well, yeah, grapple. Yeah.
We don't get to use that very often.
Nope. Because grapple is weird.
I have a 20 bonus, so I gotta use it.
Yeah, it's pretty high bonus. Yeah, you successfully pin it. Well, I guess you successfully secure it.
I hold it kind of hold it like a duck with its head still kind of wiggling a little bit, but its body secure, and I I look at Shiloh and I say, well, do whatever you're going to do quickly. He's a little squirmy.
Okay, I try to do a treat disease check or whatever it is.
Alrighty. Nope, totally, definitely fails. I'm just kidding. Yeah, as you reach out to it, you purge whatever it is that's in its system, and you feel its mind start to calm back down. And its eyes become less glazed over, and it kind of looking up at you like it appreciates what you're doing.
I think you can let go of it now, Scarlet.
Are you sure?
I look at the creature.
How are you feeling, friend? Hopefully you're doing better. You're gonna be calm now, right?
It just keeps looking at you.
Okay, I try to soothe it with the force again.
I give him like this weird look because he's talking to an animal.
Yeah, you try to calm it down more than it is, and you're trying to reach out to it. You're distracted. It doesn't work. But I mean, it seems fairly calm.
Yeah, and Diego's tapping his foot impatiently.
And the guy's like, "Can we go? I prefer not to get stabbed in the back by an assassin."
Do you need this? Is this creature important? Do you need it for your DNA samples?
Yeah, we've never seen another creature like it. It's the only one we've ever seen. We can't just... If something happens to our samples, then we're going to need more.
Well, then I suggest that you take decisive action. I am a very powerful healer, and this creature has a very dangerous, debilitating disease that was poisoning its mind, and it may die unless it is kept under my supervision.
Really?
We are acquiring a pet, everyone.
Give me a persuade check.
Persuade sounds like
Or
deception to me.
actually. Yeah, no, deception. Yeah, never mind. You're correct.
You're the first organic pet of the campaign.
A 2? Are you kidding me? Because are you nearby? Can I reroll this?
Are you gonna roll? You can always roll force points.
How would me being nearby cause you to reroll it?
Because you have your thingy that you can let someone reroll. It's your kill thing, right?
No. I don't just get to let someone reroll. I have to be working with you on something.
Oh, okay, fine.
I have to not
Okay,
be
force
invisible.
points.
That's not bad.
What is this a check against? I'm going to actually make them roll for this one.
Losing his job, maybe?
I think it's
Yeah.
just against willpower.
Is it against willpower? Which rolls your force point? Lucky.
It's a 26 total.
Or will defense, I mean, not willpower. That's not this system.
Will defense. Oh, you mean it's going to come back? It looks like it worked so well.
I've managed to stave off it for now, but I fear that it will get worse over time unless treated. I'll leave you my contact information if you need more samples for it. But I should keep it under direct supervision if you wish it to live.
It looks like you worked miracles. If you can keep it alive and we'll still have access to it, then yeah, I think I'll just have to clear it with my supervisor. But we've been worried it was going to die on us.
Don't worry, I will take very good care of it.
He walks off to go discuss the matter. Can we go now? I don't think having that thing around while we're going on a tour to find an assassin is a good idea. We find the assassin, you can pick it up later. I do appreciate that you fixed it, but let's keep our eyes on the prize here and not get killed.
I look at Shialu before I gently place the creature back on the ground. And when I'm certain it won't turn around and bite my hand, I let go of it and back up.
You let go of it, it kind of just curls up, its scales jingling, and lays down on the floor.
You ready to go?
I mean, what if the negotiations go south and then we have a giant firefight and then I don't get my pet?
Think of it on the bright side. If we get into a giant firefight, the first thing you'll do is run to your pet, and it'll be easier to steal. A lot easier to steal with gunfire. Oh, things happen. I was trying to save your really rare sample.
Okay, I'm ready. We just have to come back later.
I didn't get the impression that the guy was going to be back in like 2 seconds, did I, or what?
No.
Okay.
Okay, ready to go now? Looking anxiously over his shoulders, like the boogeyman's gonna come out from the cages. One of the womp rats bangs against the cage behind him and he jumps. We good? Can we go now? Yeah.
Are any of the other animals in super dire pain?
Roll perception.
Let it be all of them.
Well now, Shialu, now, my friend, have you satiated your curiosity? Except that's the wrong accent, I'm sorry.
None of the others look sick. I mean, the womp rats don't look exactly friendly, but none of the others look rabid or in danger of dying.
That sounds very reassuring.
Yep. Moving on.
Shiloh adds, get better mandates on biological research to his list of things to do.
You're going to be a politician by the time this campaign is over, aren't you? Senator Shialu.
No, we're going away from Coruscant. He doesn't get to do that. He'll become a crime boss instead.
You know he's going to become a senator for, like, New Thela or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we lost.
Hey, don't leave me with the animals.
Stop moving yourself, and then I will. All right, so you enter a room that has 6 Kolto tanks in it.
Lexa silently wishing one of them could help her.
Diego will scan the entire room, this time very thoroughly. He wants to know if he can pick up any biological signs that were in the Kolto tanks.
I whisper to Shialu. Hey, you know about biology and stuff, right?
Yes, I'm a healer.
This place looks like some kind of medical ward. If those doppelgangers were here, people did have some pretty strange DNA, right?
Well, not necessarily.
It's worth a shot, though, right?
What do you suggest?
Get a closer look at their panels, see if you can find anything funny. See if there's anything unusual. Talk to their doctor.
Okay, go over here to look at this apparatus setup over here.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Nice, Diego.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you're looking at it. They're all full, but it does not look like the tint of Kolto that you are familiar with. Shadow.
Interesting.
Does it look purpley?
It does not.
Oops, I don't know. I clicked on that by accident. Just ignore that.
Oh, nope. You are now a non-master negotiator. Nope. Goodbye, pet.
Lost this
No.
talent or skill or whatever.
Excuse me, sir, what is in these tanks? It doesn't look like Colta.
Guard looks at you. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it looks different than it's been before. Suddenly the door to the bottom opens up, and a Twi'lek scientist who doesn't look like a Twi'lek in images walks up. Hey, be careful! Don't touch that. Unless you want your face melted off.
What is it?
Why would the Colta tank melt my face off?
They're full of acid right now. I would suggest standing at least 10 feet away.
You filled them with acid so powerful that you're expecting them to break at any moment and unleash acid upon us.
Well, no, but if you're touching it and you make it break, I don't want acid in my face. You shouldn't either.
Why are they filled with acid?
I had some contaminants when I came in this morning. Cleared the whole system. Standard protocol. Think maybe something got in the Kolto lines.
What kind of contaminants?
I don't know, it was biological contaminants, but no one's been using them, so you just procedure is sterilize.
Do you have the diagnostic reports?
Oh, I totally forgot I had this guy in here. He blended in with the structure so well, he was like invisible.
I mean, that's why I walked over there to talk to him.
Oh.
He's just been ignoring him this whole time.
I forgot he was there. I'm too far zoomed out. He looks like a control panel.
You just thought I was
what
talking to
happened
the
to him?
scientists in midair. Be like, hey, are there any scientists over here?
I thought you were talking to the security guard. That's what I thought you were talking to.
Nope, he's been talking to the panel.
Anyway. Yeah, I've got, well, I think, yeah, I'm not sure if we did a DNA collect on it or not. Let me check. I'll walk to the wall and start typing at things. Why, does that have something to do with the intruder?
It might.
That is why we are here.
All sorts of strange things have been happening at this facility. You may be being sabotaged or something.
Yep. Well, biological contaminants aren't exactly the end of the world in Kolto tanks. you know, you're still standing way too close to it. Please back up. I don't want to be responsible for you having a melted face.
Well, you really need to look over your sterilization protocol.
Hey, this gets rid of everything. Basically, 100% guaranteed. It'll eat through, well, anything that's in there that's not made out of the shell. It'll eat through metal. It's some pretty strong stuff, but it makes sure that the inside is perfectly sterile. And then the tubes add more colto back into it when the sterilization process is over.
That sounds like overkill and very dangerous.
Yeah, well, when we're running diagnostic tests, we don't want to introduce contaminants that'll affect the data. It's not standard protocol in a medical wing, but for here, the limited number of researchers gets us, well, lets me sleep at night knowing that we didn't miss something. Although I don't know how this happened this morning. It's been a mess trying to fix this thing. Yes, it's expensive too.
Couldn't you just use some sodium hypochlorite or some UV irradiation?
Well, kill some things, sure, but any other particulates hard to get out. Residues stick to the surface.
While they're talking, I've moved over to the mill containers that Diego pointed out. Do I notice anything weird about them other than being filled with acid?
Give me a perception check. They are filled with acid and they are colto tanks.
Can I slyly drop a credit coin on the floor, and then as I go to pick it up, kind of get a look underneath and see if there's anything strange mechanically about it?
Sure.
I would also like to take a look at one of these middle tanks and just look and see if there's anywhere there's any easily detachable tubing, just in case I need to cause a distraction at some point. Acid going everywhere is a good distraction.
I mean, I would argue it's not as good as a giant rancor in the center of the room, but yeah, sure, it's a good distraction.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can do that. So, Scarlet, yeah, you can drop something. They're just not really going to be paying that much attention to you. And then, I guess give me a mechanics check if you want to see if there's anything mechanically strange.
Yeah, that's a reroll from Diego.
Figured. Yeah, Fakaz, give me a perception check too. Or mechanics check, I guess.
You one moment.
You rolled persuasion, but it's a nat 20.
Yeah, the buttons are right next to each other. You would only take off 5 from the total roll to get my,
It's a
my
nat 20
perception.
anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was supposed to roll mechanics. Well, it's the same bonus, so.
Alright. So, Lexa, you looking at the bottom of it, you see that has some drained tubing to presumably get rid of waste. It looks like the acid tube, what you're guessing is the tubes for the acid come from the floor. Yeah, I was looking at the whole thing. Looks like the colto comes in from tubes up at the top of the device, and then you see the rest of what Lexa sees.
Is there any lower, any is there any mechanisms on the lower part that could be detached or broken that would cause leakage?
You're fairly certain that you could probably break the tubing that has the acid or the drain pipe. It might require using a lightsaber, since it's fairly sturdy stuff, to make sure it doesn't eat through it. But you probably wouldn't be able to do it by hand, but you definitely would be able to cause problems.
What about with a knife?
No, it's not flexible tubes. It's more like ridiculously reinforced piping.
Some sort of ceramic composite.
Yeah, so a knife's not gonna do anything against that. Child of the scientist next to you looks like, that doesn't look like we took. I mean, I think it looks like we got a sample of the contaminants, but it's not that large. We haven't run analysis on it yet.
So, what, they just have like a sample of it? There's nothing I can really do with that, is there? Well, I guess Diego could look at it on his scanner. Or is it not that kind of scanner?
It is, in fact, that kind of scanner.
Ah, excellent.
I have found perhaps a clue. It is a single drop of blood. It let me get my accent right. It is a quite an interesting clue. A single drop of blood, but it is a small bit of DNA. This is perhaps what we are looking for, or at least will lead us to who we are looking for.
The guard pipes in. Wait, hold on. So you found a drop of blood, but these tanks have been like this since early this morning, correct? He turns to the side. Yeah, that's right. Since I came in this morning. So what? The guards wounded him. He goes looking. Somehow he knows this is here. He comes looking and finds them full of acid and bails. Well, where did he go then? Are you picking up a trail?
This is where the chemical trail led us to. Of that I'm sure. And it indicated over here. And then this drop of blood was found. I'm not sure who it is yet, but I will.
Is there any way to extract DNA from it and figure out at least what species?
I have the DNA, but my scanner unfortunately cannot pinpoint quite that much detail out of it. I'm certain the facilities here could do so.
Scientist turns to you. Well, yeah, we do genetic testing on the creatures we've got up there. We've got some things that can do DNA analysis. We've got some high throughput stuff too. So,
Oh, very well then. Could you please process this particular data sample? It should be right here, and he'll point right to where the blood droplet is that he found.
Don't you think it would be better to let the police analyze the sample?
I currently have that particular sample as well, my dear friend. It's one of those things of, since the tools are here, why not use it? And then we can figure out what is going on with this particular assassin.
yeah, we can figure out what it is, and we may be able to defeat it. Run that test.
I also asked Diego to analyze the sample of biological contaminants.
I shall take my scanner over there and go dee 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 and figure out what it is.
Yeah, so what the sample is basically like colto with some contamination in it. It looks mostly you think it's blood and maybe some cells.
Is it similar? Is it like match the chemical trail he's been following?
Give me another perception check. Diego. The scientist walks off. I'll get that sample processed right away.
Okay.
Can I follow the scientist?
Sure. Or can you?
Yeah,
Because there are
reroll.
doors everywhere.
Oh, muy better.
That is, in fact, yes, a lot better. Yeah, taking another look at it, you do see a very slight trace of the engine residue that you've been following in it as well.
There is indeed engine residue here, or some of that chemical residue I've been following. It is very interesting.
So did I see where he found that drop?
Yeah.
Like which tank it was closest to?
It's the one that you're standing at. It's basically right where you're standing.
Ah. Okay, well, I'm at the point where I'm going to spend a force point so that I can maintain my power for 4 turns as a swift action for those 4 turns. And do the far-seeing thing. So few force points. This is all my fault. Worth it for the alibi. Yeah, I'm gonna do the look into the past for important things thing. Let me go and bring up how that works.
Okay, so Lexa, as you follow the scientist, you walk past a row of looks to be surgical, like surgery operating tables, and then takes you up a hallway and to another room that has a bunch of analysis machines in it.
What does it look like they analyze?
Knowledge technology roll.
Oh no.
They analyze stuff, you think. Maybe. They could also be bombs. You're not sure.
Weird medical mumbo jumbo for organics.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, this should take a couple minutes, but we might have at least a general species profile. Maybe not an individual matched up, but well, whose blood it was. Well, what species blood it was.
Knowing what species could help us track them better.
Yes, good. It's a DC 15, right, Bazak?
20 plus 1 for each day into the past.
Gotcha. Okay.
And since I'm looking basically yesterday
Yeah.
or the day before.
Alright, let's take our 10-minute break while I type this thing up. And then also I'm going to have to get off kind of early-ish tonight, just to let everybody know. But we'll keep going.
Okay.
Good to know.